Inflation. It's a word that strikes fear into the hearts of consumers and investors alike. But what exactly is inflation, and why should you care? In simple terms, inflation is the rate at which prices for goods and services increase over time. When inflation is high, the purchasing power of your money decreases. This means you'll need more money to buy the same things you could afford a year or even a few months ago. Imagine going to the grocery store and finding that your usual loaf of bread, which cost $2 last month, is now $2.50. That's inflation in action. It might seem like a small increase, but over time, these price hikes add up and can significantly impact your budget. Inflation is like a silent thief, slowly eroding the value of your hard-earned money. It's crucial to understand how inflation works and what you can do to protect yourself from its effects. History has shown us that inflation can lead to economic instability, affecting not just individual households, but entire nations. Central banks often try to control inflation by adjusting interest rates, but this is a delicate balancing act. Diversifying your investments and staying informed can help you mitigate the risks associated with inflation. By understanding inflation and taking proactive steps, you can protect your financial well-being and ensure a more secure future for you and your loved ones. There are several factors contributing to the recent surge in inflation. One major factor is the increase in demand for goods and services as economies reopen after the COVID-19 pandemic. Supply chain disruptions, labor shortages, and increased energy costs have also played a role in driving up prices. When businesses face higher costs for production and transportation, those costs are often passed on to consumers in the form of higher prices. Government spending, while sometimes necessary to stimulate the economy, can also contribute to inflation if not carefully managed. When more money is injected into the economy, it can lead to increased demand and, consequently, higher prices. Understanding the root causes of inflation is essential for making informed financial decisions. By staying informed about economic trends and factors influencing inflation, you can better prepare for the future and protect your financial well-being. The Federal Reserve, the central bank of the United States, plays a crucial role in managing inflation and ensuring the stability of the financial system. The Fed aims to keep inflation in check while also promoting maximum employment and stable economic growth, which are essential for a healthy economy. One of the Fed's primary tools for controlling inflation is adjusting interest rates, a mechanism that influences the cost of borrowing money. When inflation is high, the Fed may raise interest rates to cool down the economy and slow down borrowing and spending, which can help to bring prices under control. Conversely, when inflation is low, the Fed may lower interest rates to encourage borrowing and stimulate economic activity, making it easier for consumers and businesses to spend and invest. The Fed's decisions on interest rates can have a significant impact on consumers and businesses alike, affecting everything from mortgage rates to the cost of financing for small businesses. Higher interest rates make it more expensive to borrow money, which can slow down economic growth by reducing consumer spending and business investment. However, they can also help to curb inflation by reducing demand, which can prevent the economy from overheating. The Fed's balancing act between controlling inflation and promoting economic growth is a delicate one, requiring a nuanced understanding of economic indicators and trends. It requires careful monitoring of economic data and a forward-looking approach to policy decisions, ensuring that the actions taken today will benefit the economy in the future. Inflation can significantly impact consumers, especially those living on fixed incomes or with stagnant wages. As prices rise, their purchasing power diminishes, making it harder to afford basic necessities like food, housing, and healthcare. For example, retirees living on a fixed income may find it increasingly difficult to cover their expenses as the cost of living rises. Similarly, workers who haven't received a raise in several years may see their paychecks stretched thin as inflation eats away at their purchasing power. The rising cost of housing is a significant concern for many consumers. As housing prices continue to climb, more and more people are being priced out of the market or forced to allocate a larger portion of their income towards rent or mortgage payments. The impact of inflation on consumers can be far-reaching, affecting their quality of life and financial well-being. It's essential to be aware of these impacts and take steps to mitigate them. Section 5. Winners and losers in the inflation game. While inflation generally hurts consumers by increasing the cost of everyday goods and services, some segments of the population may actually benefit from it. Borrowers, for instance, may find that inflation erodes the value of their debt over time, making it easier to repay. This is because they are repaying their loans with dollars that are worth less than when they initially borrowed them, effectively reducing the real value of their debt. On the other hand, lenders, such as banks, may see their profits decline as the value of their loans decreases, impacting their overall financial health. Similarly, savers may find that the purchasing power of their savings erodes over time as inflation outpaces the interest earned on their deposits, making it harder to save for the future. Asset owners, such as those who own real estate or stocks, may benefit from inflation as the value of their assets appreciates, potentially increasing their wealth. This is because inflation often leads to higher prices for goods and services, including assets like real estate and stocks, which can be advantageous for asset holders. It's important to remember that inflation's impact is not uniform and can create both winners and losers within the economy, affecting different groups in various ways. Understanding these dynamics can help you make more informed financial decisions, allowing you to better navigate the complexities of an inflationary environment. Section 6. Don't just sit there, invest. One of the best ways to combat inflation is to invest your money wisely. Investing allows your money to grow at a rate that outpaces inflation, preserving and even increasing your purchasing power over time. While keeping all your money in a savings account might seem safe, the reality is that inflation can erode the value of your savings if the interest rate on your account is lower than the inflation rate. This means your money is actually losing value over time. Investing in assets like stocks, bonds, or real estate can provide a hedge against inflation. These assets tend to appreciate in value over time, outpacing the rate of inflation and helping you build wealth. Remember, investing is a long-term game. It's not about getting rich quick, but about steadily growing your wealth over time and protecting your money from the erosive effects of inflation. Section 7. Tailoring your investment strategy. The right investment strategy for you will depend on your individual circumstances, risk tolerance, and financial goals. If you're risk-averse, you might consider investing in low-risk assets like bonds or dividend-paying stocks. These investments offer a steady stream of income and are less volatile than growth stocks. For those with a higher risk tolerance, investing in growth stocks or real estate can provide the potential for higher returns. However, it's essential to remember that these investments also come with a higher risk of loss. Diversifying your portfolio across different asset classes is crucial to managing risk. By spreading your investments across various assets, you can reduce the impact of any single investment on your overall portfolio. Consulting with a financial advisor can be beneficial in developing a personalized investment strategy that aligns with your financial goals and risk tolerance. Section 8. Weathering the storm. Practical tips. In addition to investing, there are several practical steps you can take to navigate an inflationary environment. Create a budget and stick to it. Track your spending and identify areas where you can cut back. Negotiate your salary. If you haven't received a raise in a while, now is the time to ask for one. Shop around for better deals. Compare prices for groceries, utilities, and other essentials to ensure you're getting the best value. Consider a side hustle. Earning extra income can help offset the impact of inflation on your budget. Stay informed. Keep up to date on economic trends and inflation forecasts. By taking these steps, you can mitigate the impact of inflation on your finances and protect your financial well-being. Section 9. The last word. Stay calm and invest on. Inflation can be a daunting challenge, but it's essential to remember that it's a natural part of the economic cycle. By understanding how inflation works, taking steps to mitigate its impact, and investing wisely, you can protect your finances and achieve your financial goals. Remember, Panic is never a good investment strategy. Stay calm, stay informed, and stay invested. By taking a proactive and informed approach to managing your finances, you can weather the storm of inflation and come out stronger on the other side.